Day 5. Dang, we've got 3 more days. I think. Maybe. I don't know. We ran with the last of our strength, like those who run for their precious lives. Like a doomed person, knowing that there is no hope to save his life, will still fight the inevitable in his own way. I barely managed to close my heavy metal door behind me. I have no idea how deep this bomb shelter in this room is able to withstand a liquid blast, but we have no other place to hide. She gripped my hands tight. Don't be afraid. Bits of the ceiling were falling and the walls were shaking. I was prepared for the worst, but death is the kind of thing that you can't ever be prepared for. But suddenly, complete silence fell. It rang even louder than the explosion. Maybe it's time to say goodbye. She was whimpering. I wanted to confront her somehow, but realized that there's nothing I could do. Yes, you know, I don't feel any pain. All I want to do is not let her go. Spoopy. I woke up in a cold sweat, short of breath and gasping for air. It took me some time to come to my senses. It was a dream. It was just a dream. My questioning mind, however, refused to believe it. But who was that girl with me there? I didn't want to let go of her her hand so desperately. Sadly, I couldn't recall her at all. Maybe there is some ghostly thing going on. The clocks that was showing a few minutes past 10. I slowly came to my senses as reality started to shake out its claims on my mind, and my stomach fully growled. Alright, war is war, but lunch should be served in due time. It turned out that Olga Dimitrievna wasn't here. She must have decided not to wake me up. Well, thanks go out to our camp leader for this. After yesterday's adventure, I had to have a rest. Last night remained a blurry memory, which I really didn't want to think about. It's now more important to find something to eat and to wash myself. Exactly. Because a pioneer must always be clean and tidy. Though I would agree with the principle even if I wasn't a pioneer, and as a matter of fact, I'm not. On my way to the washstands, I met Electronic. He started to wave his hands, ran up to me. Good morning. Thank you for finding Shirk. Without him, I don't even. It's nothing. I was a bit embarrassed. No, really, don't be so shy. The country must be proud of its heroes. And what about Shirk? How did he look this morning? Is he alright? After yesterday's craziness, I thought such a question was completely valid. Yes, absolutely. The only thing that he can't remember anything. I wasn't surprised at all. He says that he went to the abandoned camp yesterday and then woke up in his bed in the morning. I mean, he remembers nothing between those two events. I see. Alright then. You missed breakfast, right? Come to our club. We'll feed you. I have something special.
I feel like our next objective is to get back in that bunker and explore it more.
Maybe. Electronic smiled in a conspiratorial way. Thanks. I'll come probably. I had to wash myself first anyways. We'll be waiting. I think I'm doing Dimitriev's voice. He waved at me and left to carry on his own business. There was nobody near the washstand. Oh, thank you. The water turned out surprisingly warm today.
Oh, you don't want him there.
It's been warmed up already, I guess. Having my face washed and realized that it wouldn't be easy to wash the rest of my body here. Maybe I should go to the showers. But since there's nobody here, I turned the tap in such a way so that the water streamed parallel to the ground and started to take off my clothes. Alright, and we're back.
What up, peeps?
Day 5. We are at day 5. Hang on. Save game. Day 5, boys.
I do want to just take a moment. How is everyone? Is everyone doing okay? Is everyone okay out there? Having a good night? mental health moment.
Alright.
Want to make sure everyone's okay out there.
So, previously, I turned the tap in such a way so water streamed parallel to the ground and started to take off my clothes.
Oh my, are we trying to get a news?
And what if somebody sees me? Well, I'll rinse and dry myself quickly and put on my clothes. The water, which seemed warmth on my hands and face, felt bone-chillingly cold on my body.
Oh my.
The whole washing process took no longer than 10 seconds, and I started to wipe myself quickly afterwards.
There's too much sexual tension here.
But I didn't manage to finish anyways. There were voices coming. Wait a minute, did we ever find out who was stealing all the soap? Did they use the soap to make the boomy?
You mean the tooth powder?
The tooth powder,
well,
yeah.
Didn't Miku ask to borrow some because she was out?
Yeah, but then somebody took it from ours.
No. What I'm saying is, first she asked to borrow some because she was out, and then soon after we found out that someone was going around stealing it, it was missing. Do you think it was her?
I don't know. We'll see. But I didn't manage to finish anyways. There were voices coming from the direction of the footpath? Footpath. The only solution came to me in a split second. I grabbed my clothes and dashed into the bushes. Oh my.
Oh, God forbid a girl see my wiener.
You would think that they would tell kids, hey, this is where the guys shower or whatever. Don't.
Well, no. You would think that they would have
some kind of protection?
Yeah,
no,
I've seen people shower out in the open.
In modern day, I've seen places like these. And don't forget, this was back in the 80s in freaking Russia.
I know, but still, they had buildings, I mean, even, I don't want to mention I'll say the title of the movie, but even in Porky's, they had, they were in buildings. They were all naked together, but they separated the guys and the girls, and they had their own shower rooms. And that was, the 70s?
Do you think summers in Russia are really nice? Because it's mostly cold, so do you think they have, that perfect October weather?
Maybe. If everything in the forest isn't trying to kill you.
Down here in the swamps, boys, it gets hot.
1,001 degrees.
It's like well, I like it because I'm from Texas, so I'm used to a different kind of heat.
Well, the thing is, look, I enjoy warmth because I'm originally from the north, and it's cold as hell up there. Well, not cold as hell, but you get what I mean. And I was always sick and congested and stuff growing up. So when I finally did move to the south, when I was still a young child, I enjoyed the warmth. But lately where we are, it has been way too freaking hot. You get in your car, it's like an oven, and after I gotta get my car checked, but after 30 minutes, it's still up the AC on full blast. It's still dying. It's like a sauna. It's awful.
I still prefer moist hot than dry hot.
Yeah. I prefer the humidity to the dry heat. Dry heat is something else. Dry heat is trying to.
It's God's punishing you.
Humidity heat is just uncomfortable, annoying. But dry heat, I feel like I could actually die in. You know what I mean?
And you would, actually. Dad has always warned me about that. And whenever I was a little kid, he would always tell me never to get he taught me how to survive out in the desert in case
y'all were out in the desert.
Case, I would ever get lost. Because if you do, you only, in theory, you could only survive for maybe 3-4 hours if you're too dumb to see. You gotta stay out of the sun, obviously, and unfortunately, a lot of people don't understand that. That hey, you gotta find shade, or dig a hole, or find water. I will say this though, you'll never starve to death because there's so much cactus.
Yeah, but trying to like cut through it.
I mean, all you need is a machete or a sharp stick.
Yeah, but if you accidentally get like lost in the desert in the middle of nowhere, are you really gonna have a machete with you?
Like I said, you can use rocks and sticks if you're desperate enough.
True.
Turn them into tacos.
Honestly, if I ever get lost in the desert, I hope I'm high as a kite like in Fear and Loathing and can just enjoy the ride.
It's dangerous, Hannibal.
I'm gonna die anyway. Might as well go out having some fun.
Anyway, back to the show. The only solution came to me in a split second. I grabbed my clothes and dashed into the bushes. Oh, okay. If I would do the same thing if it was these two coming for me.
These two are buttholes.
These two are the worst characters. Well, actually, no. I'd rather deal with these two than with Miku. I know a lot of people like Miku, but Miku's the only one that makes us like, I don't know why, but in this Miku like really just agitates us.
I would rather deal with Miku than these two.
Really?
These two are I can't say it, but they're C words.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I hate these two. I absolutely hate them with every fiber of my being. They are awful.
Well, this is just straight up Misty from Pokemon.
No, I feel like that one's Misty.
No, this one...
She has the look, and she's younger and has that kid-like...
You're high as a kite. That's clearly Misty.
Misty isn't a
Anyways.
biatch.
Yes, she was in the show.
I don't remember her being
Yeah, she was
way in the
mean.
show.
She was like the mean boss girl.
It's been a long time since I've watched it. No, I remember Team Rocket being mean.
Team Rocket was base.
Team Rocket wore the guy. They entered a bikini contest where the guy wore a bikini and had fake boobs.
Hey, that
episode got banned. But I saw it on cable before it got banned.
Wait, you saw it on cable? I've never even seen it. I just know the meme.
So growing up...
That's hilarious.
Growing up, I had this neighbor who was obsessed with Pokemon, and, wait, no. It wasn't on cable. Or maybe it was, but it was... Or maybe he had it on tape. I know he would always pull out the tapes.
It might have been on tape, yeah.
It might have been on tape. Well, no, I remember seeing a commercial. Maybe it was on cable.
It's one of those memories.
I don't remember, but it's one of those memories. I never got to see the episode again.
That's hilarious. You can still find it online, but I never got to see the full thing. But
I don't even remember it. I just remember there was a bikini competition.
Yeah.
And they say some nasty things to, like, Misty about, like,
and then the dude just, like, grows some boobs.
And then the dude just grows a pair of tits.
Yeah. Technology, Hanuman.
and after seeing that as a kid, I was like, oh, I thought that was a boy, but I guess it's a girl with a boy's haircut. But now looking back, I'm like, no, that was a dude that literally just, like, had a thing to grow some tits.
It's called being in character, Hanuman. He's the master of disguise. He knows how to play the part. I'm gonna have to delete that.
You didn't say it. I mouthed it to you. God, no one heard it.
Anyways, a moment later, Elisa and Uliana appeared near the wash stands.
You could have done it by yourself. Why did you bring me here? Is it a big deal for you? Fine, let me... I peered at them.
No, that's me. Oh. I peered at them and noticed that they were both covered in red paint.
Was it red paint or was it blood?
Oh my. What a surprise.
That time of the month.
I wonder how they managed that. Elisa opened the valve and started to rub Uliana's back. Oh, I think they did something incriminating and they're trying to erase the evidence from their bodies. They probably painted something.
Oh my, this is getting sexual.
Oh boy.
Take off your bra. What if somebody sees us?
I gotta play like some music in the background.
Someone ordered the pepperoni pizza with extra pepperoni. What, is there anything to see?
That's a good question.
I mean, she looks like she has nothing.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm not being mean here. I'm not body shaming. I have nothing, so.
Well, you had nothing, then
I grew something after having a baby.
Then you had a baby, and you grew the
girls that are part of this itty bitty titty club, like I was. If you want to get titties, have a baby. That's it. That's it. You'll grow titties overnight, basically. Yep.
Eternally young.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, just be quick.
It was true. There wasn't much to look at. Oh, good lord. How much you want to bet this is a censored scene?
Yeah.
But even so, I stared at the girls narrowly. I just
like
referring
to her boobs as the girls.
I don't know. I like to think that he's like poorly hidden behind a bush that barely has any leaves on it.
And it's barely hiding his junk.
It was a pity that they were standing with their backs to me. Oh, okay.
Oh, so he didn't see anything.
A minute later, Elisa managed to wash off all the paint.
I'm done.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Elisa replied lazily.
Listen, let me try on yours.
She pointed at Elisa's bra. She's gonna run away with it.
It won't fit you for sure.
Well, I'd like to try anyway.
But out here...
There's nobody here, right?
Uliana looked at my way and smiled archly. Oh, no, I told you, he's poorly hidden.
Yeah.
I was absolutely sure she wouldn't see me in these bushes, but...
Enough with this nonsense.
Uliana wasn't listening to her anymore and grabbed Elisa's bra with the dexterous move instead. Now, I have to confess, I had something to look at.
Oh boy.
I watched the two girls chase one another around the washed hands with bated breaths. Elisa covered her breast with her hands, so I could barely see anything at all.
She had nice breastises. I forget what that's from.
Yeah, I know. I feel like
I've heard it somewhere.
I leaned forward and stumbled over a stone, falling out of the bushes. Typical anime move. Elisa and Juliana stood frozen, staring at me. I tried to cover my nudity with my guilty face. Oh, good lord, this is a porno.
This is super awkward. He doesn't look good right now.
This is how This is how they used to be made, Honeybone.
Babies.
No, the movie industry.
I mean, I think this is how babies are made too.
What's that word? Tableau. The tableau lasted for a few seconds. Then Elisa took her shirt and somehow put it on in an instant.
You.
Her face gone from red to purple. Ooh, that's bad. It looked like she would explode in a nuclear blast any second. The only thing I wanted was to disintegrate into atoms and get far from the epicenter as possible.
He was sitting there the whole time.
So she noticed me then.
You.
And I accidentally, if you know what I mean. Yeah, if you know what I mean. Elisa rushed at me. Oh no. Covered my butt with one hand and holding my clothes with the other. I ran in the woods. Okay, I thought she was grabbing him by the butt.
No, he's just like covering himself.
This whole situation's weird.
Yeah.
I feel like I wouldn't react like that. I'm the one naked. You're the woman. You're coming to me. What do I gotta fear? What are you gonna do? Oh, you know what? She might just kick you and the boys.
I mean, that's one thing. On the other hand, I don't know how big our character is. We haven't really seen him. But it's like, it's a naked guy. You do not rush a naked guy if you're a tiny, frail little female. You're going to get raped.
To be fair, she doesn't seem like the frail type. She's like the bully.
True, but my first thought would be like, oh, He was probably showering and tried to like cover himself.
Fool, I'm more flexible when I'm naked. That was a phrase from Adventure Time, by the way.
I mean, you are technically.
It seemed the best solution to me at the time. As shown up naked in the middle of the camp, accompanied by 2 screaming girls, wasn't a good idea. Ooh, that is a bad scene.
Yeah.
I ran without looking back, and stopped a few minutes later to catch my breath. It seemed that there was no pursuit. Oh, good lord, naked and afraid on it on.
Oh,
So I managed to save myself, but at the cost of lacerated, scratched, and bleeding feet, as I had no time to put on my boots.
dude, don't worry about your feet. Protect your junk. That's your most sensitive area.
The bears are nearby, Honeybone. They can smell the nude.
Whatever you do, don't get in water. Fish will think it's tackle.
Oh no. I sat on the tree stump
Local
and sighed. Why would you sit on the tree stump?
Oh, splinters!
Splinters everywhere.
Splinters in my balls.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, sometime later, having dressed already, I left the forest. I need to decide what to do next. My feet are hurting, so I should go straight to the infirmary. But on the other hand, my stomach isn't going to wait either. And this guy and food. Maybe I should accept Electronic's invitation? Or head to the canteen in the hope of finding something left to eat there. Alright, so we got
Wait,
clubhouse,
are we still naked?
kitchen.
Or-
No, he fixed himself up.
Okay. I would say let's stay away from the 2 troublemakers.
We could eat at the kitchen, or we could go at the infirmary. I feel like if
I
we
know
go...
he's hungry, but I feel like it's trying to lead us there.
Well, every time we go to the kitchen, it's never fun.
And it's nothing that like progresses the story either.
I mean, see, here's the thing. Where's her girlfriend? Over there?
Yeah.
She's more than likely going to be in the infirmary than
Yeah.
the kitchen.
Well, the thing is, I feel like we should to make sure that we didn't get any splitters in our junk. And I also feel, like I said, something weird's going on with that doctor. You know what I mean? Or nurse, like,
Why is there somebody with a paper bag over their heads?
Oh, that's weird.
You see that?
Yeah, I see it. It's really weird.
Oh, hang on.
Okay. I don't know who that is.
Yeah, I don't know who that is. I don't know.
Anyway, yeah, let's try going to the infirmary.
I was always took good care of my health. Okay, I'm not going crazy on this one, right?
I was always took good care of. Yeah, they don't do English well. These Russians. They don't do English well.
Silly. And even better care at the times when something starts to hurt badly. So without hesitation, I made my way to the infirmary. But right in front of the door, I stopped as if some mysterious force was holding me. I had absolutely no desire to face the camp nurse without any urgent need. But on the other hand, I almost did a great deed yesterday defending the infirmary. So in some sense, she owed me. I took heart and opened the door. Hi, Pioneer. Hello. I'm sorry that I was so late yesterday. Well, she looks like... Yeah, she looks like she would be like licking like a lollipop or some kind of cigarette thing, but maybe it was never animated. Oh, you know what? Yeah, maybe they
censored it.
Censored a cigarette. Yeah.
A cigarette or some other kind of phallic device, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know.
I have no idea.
It wasn't a problem at all. Why have you come? Are you sick? She smiled shyly. Well, I got my feet a bit. You got a bit what? My feet, you got a bit what? That's what she said. I gave a stupid answer. Okay, show me. I sat on the couch and took off my boots. How did you manage that? I'd better keep silent about what happened near the washstands. Well, Okay, never mind. Wait a second. She rummaged in the drawer and took out a big red pill with a cross-shaped notch from a vial. And what is that for? I was disrupted by the size of the pill and its strange shape. They are broken in half usually, and not in squares. This is to make the amputation of your legs unnecessary. What?
Oh, I hate that.
Oh no! Nothing. Don't be afraid.
Oh, your voice, it sounds painful. It sounds evil.
You take it, and it will be alright. Good lord.
Go ahead and take it.
In this pill? Why does it look like that? Oh, is the pill going up somebody's butt?
Is it a love potion or something?
Why this?
I mean, why is she bent over showing us all kinds of cleavage right now?
That's for patients who refuse to take medicines personally.
Perorally.
We
screw it into them with
a screwdriver.
What?
I didn't. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't dare to ask where they were being screwed in, actually. And now try to bear it a bit.
Is it going to get shoved up his ass?
I know, right? She took a big pack of cotton wool, wrapped a butt with it, and applied plenty of
She's
oint.
Gonna shove it up his ass.
Iodine
She's
to
gonna shove
it.
up his ass.
I braced myself for the torment of hell. What is that, Lee? I moaned quietly, but my trust in this method of disinfection was much higher than in the odd pill, so I had to withstand the burning. Okay, so she's just like touching him with it. By the way, I'm obviously gonna censor this to avoid stuff. What should I put in this picture?
Big old smiley face.
Yeah, probably smiley face. Now it's done.
Oh, you know what you should do? Take Jack Black's head.
Oh,
just
perfect,
put it, like,
yes.
on it, basically.
Now it's done. I put in my boots and tried to walk. My feet were still hurting, but...
Oh, I thought she was going to shove it up his butt.
It definitely looked like it was going up someone's butt, yeah.
Yeah.
But the sharp pain was gone. Thank you. Don't mention it, big boy. Drop it anytime. Party.
I don't know if I like the voice or if I hate it. It's a mixture of love and hate right now.
I said goodbye and left the infirmary. My health problem was solved. Good lord. It's the right time to eat now. We missed out, Hanebon, on not getting inappropriately touched at these camps.
Oh boy. I feel like plenty of boys who went before our character had their sexual awakening here.
Oh, good lord. I don't know. We're still trying to figure out what here is. I'm telling you, we're going to have like a weird Silent Hill moment.
Are we like in a coma or something?
I don't think it's a coma. I think it's Silent Hill, but cute. The day has just started, and I've gone through so many things already, but I did it, and now have legitimate grounds to fill myself up. Today, I wasn't the last one, so I could choose a free table. Okay, so this is bullcrap. We went out of our way to do something before, and we're on time. But every other time, we've always gotten here first, and we're always the last.
That is weird.
Weird. Lunch included a pea soup and mashed potatoes with fish. Ooh, that sounds nice. It was a major disappointment to me, as I don't eat fish in any form, and hence will get, fewer calories than usual. By the way, we gotta cook some other recipes mentioned in the show at some point. Do like an episode on that. Soon Slavia and Lena came to my table. Can we... Oh, wait, this is yours.
Can we?
She smiled nicely. Oh? Yeah, sure. I stood up and pulled out a chair for her. Please. I was in an excellent mood at the moment. Oh, he's down in the sauce.
Enjoy your meal.
Saying that, Lena began staring at me and continued, for some time, but then after realizing how odd she looked, switched to her plate. Okay, he messed up. He didn't offer the table for her. He only did for her, didn't he? Like I read that right, correct? You too.
Do you have any plans for today, Semyon?
Nope. I gave her a honest answer, as indeed I had no plans. Except for searching for answers, but that was more like a global goal.
Do you want to take a boat ride to the island with us? Ooh, ooh.
The island? Bum, bum, bum. Well, I think I've seen it from the pier. For what?
Olga Dimitrievna asked us to gather some strawberries. There are lots of strawberries there, and they're so delicious.
I could imagine the taste without even eating it, just by looking at Slavia's face. Strawberries. And what are those for?
I don't know, but it's indeed a great idea.
We're making a cake, I'm calling it. Well, indeed it is. Moreover, I haven't been to the island yet. Yeah, sure. Ooh, I wonder if it's related to the bunker.
Could be.
Within minutes, we were already standing at the pier.
Well, here is the boat. Hang on, I'll go and fetch the paddles now.
I was left face to face with Lena. Do you like strawberries?
Well, not really,
Heresy.
but they're tasty.
Yeah, what's wrong with her? Everyone likes strawberries.
Lena smiled. I see. I didn't know what to say next, how to continue the conversation. If Slavia didn't come back, we could probably sit there till the evening without saying a word.
Here you go.
She handed me a pair of hefty paddles. Yeah, thanks. Oh, of course they wanted the boy to row them, so that they wouldn't have to. We got into the boat. I untied it, pushed up the shore, and tried to start paddling. And where exactly are we heading to?
Right there.
She pointed her fingers at the island.
That island is named the closest one.
I wonder what captain gave it such an original name. Well, the island is indeed close to the shore. Aye, aye, Captain. If only I'd known what was waiting for me ahead. I wasn't an experienced oarsman. Oarsman, what is that?
I thought that said something else for a second there.
I'd row a boat just once or twice in my entire life. It was less than half a mile to the island, but we were making our way in zigzags. Thanks for my skills. Sorry, I'm derping out. By approximately the middle of the trip, my arms hurt so badly that I dropped the paddle to get some rest. Man, this guy's a wimp.
He is.
Well, aren't there any strawberries anywhere else? I mean, in more accessible places?
But the tastiest ones grow there.
I could believe that. A little tiny island in the middle of nowhere in Russian summer. I could believe those are some tasty strawberries. Slavik gave me a puzzled look.
Is it hard for you to row alone?
Lena, unlike Slavia, understood everything straight away. Oh, it's nothing. Anyways, I couldn't let a fragile girl help me. Yeah, he lets them. Boy turns into a man by just manning up
He
and
has been a wimp this entire time.
fight through the pain. The rest of the way I spent concentrating. I spent... Wait, okay. The rest of the way I spent concentrating on staying alive for getting to the island. Slavia and Lena discussed something, but I wasn't listening. That was too much for me. At last, we arrived. Completely exhausted, I got out of the shore and looked at the boathouse. Wait. That wasn't far away at all. It's like right there. That's where we were, yeah.
Is that where we were?
Yeah, I think. It seemed so far away that I felt like a first person on the moon watching the Earth rise.
Far at all. We could have literally swam there.
Unless it has a current, like... Never mind. I was going to mention the river, but I don't want to dox myself.
Here you go.
Slavia handed me a basket. It was a small island, barely 100 meters long, and it looked more like a birch grove with even rows of trees covering its entire surface. A calm green sea spread beneath our feet, with wind causing lonely waves on its surface from time to time. This island looked like a lost paradise. It's no wonder that the most delicious strawberries grow just here. That's what I'm saying.
We've got to split up. That way we'll do the job faster.
Yeah, sure.
But there are only 2 baskets.
Said Lena humbly. Of course, the world is conspiring against us, Honeybun, into making us choose a girl.
I think this world just wants us to be honest.
I don't know. It's the spirit of Vladimir. We can't say his other name or he shows up and beats the crap out of us. Because the spirit of Vladimir wanting us to make sure that the Russians are repopulating. Said Lena humbly.
Are you talking about Vladimir?
Don't say his name or he shows up.
I didn't say his name.
He's gonna take our credit score. He's gonna show up in the mirror.
He wants another Cold War because he's mad his people doesn't work anymore. Isn't that what that South Park episode is?
Oh, probably. I don't know. I don't remember that joke.
You don't remember that? It's in one of the newer episodes. About like the Cold War or whatever. Yeah.
Look, she's treated like Beetlejuice. We can't say his name, okay?
Oh, but you know who we can say? You know, and you know what music we need to play at some point.
Rasputin.
Rah, Rasputin, mother to the Russian queen. We gotta get that song.
So
it's probably copyrighted, but.
Oh, you're right. My bad.
So
how are we going to split up then?
This is like a certain type of adult movie.
you could make a lot of dirty movies using these plots.
Let's go with Lena because we're already, like I said, we're dedicated.
We're dedicated with Lena, yeah.
Yeah.
Let me go with you. Plus, Lena looks like she would be cool with playing weird, obscure...
Well, she's the one who took us into the bunker.
And sexual, what are these games called?
You think she's more adventurous than Ned?
No, I think she'd play these kinds of weird games with us.
Well, the thing is, the last time we were alone with her, we ended up in the bunker. So I think she's like us. I think she's curious. I don't think she's in on it. I think the rest of them are. So she might lead us to something again this time. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right.
Let's go.
Okay.
Okay, that's fine.
Freaking Slavia's gonna stab us in the back.
Well, she's blonde hair, blue eyes. No.
Slavia.
Am I making too many innuendos?
Well, no, okay, so I need to learn more about European culture. Apparently, blondie, blue eyes, it's like certain sections of different countries in Europe have them as a majority. So I wonder if there's like a center point where they all come from.
Well, I know they were very popular in China.
With that one guy.
That one guy wanted them all to be.
That has got to be the biggest simp in history.
And apparently a town in like Argentina still lives very Germanly.
The only people that like blondies more than Mustache Man were the Aztecs.
I feel like there's a lot of, I mean, not necessarily me, but there's a lot of Hispanic guys that are just like, ooh,
gold, Spaniard gold, Honeyban. It gets you into trouble.
Cortez's gold, yeah.
It gets you into trouble. Well, no, also when the explorers came, they thought that they were like a big deal, like demigods, because they had blonde hair. Golden hair, yeah. So it was a huge deal for them. And a lot of the ladies thought so, and that's why we have Mexicans now. Slavia grabbed the second basket and ventured to the opposite side of the island. Well, let's go.
Yeah.
Lena smiled. Just pay attention. Don't leave a single berry behind.
Especially the dingleberries.
Sully. Sully.
Hey. This game, I feel like, has been implying
Some
and even
stuff,
wilder
yeah.
than what I'm thinking and saying, okay? So,
You too.
you gotta leave that in, by the way. That was perfect.
So it was harvest time. Indeed, the strawberries were delicious. I could probably eat them all if I didn't stop myself in time. Despite being wild grown, the berries were close to garden ones in size and had a rich red color, so it was clear that our visit here wasn't in vain. Lena followed me closely as we had only one basket for the both of us.
Getting pretty serious sharing strawberry baskets.
You know, I'm going off on a tangent here, but you could, with all how dysfunctional right now the two sexes are with one another, doing little activities in camps like these would be actually healthy, where you pair people up, boy, girl, and you have them do simple stuff like picking berries and stuff.
Well, it's a nice little date, too. I mean, I even remember as a kid, like back in like the 90s, early 2000s, my parents like taking me strawberry picking. As a kid, though, I was super picky when it came to like fruits and vegetables, so I wouldn't eat them. But my parents still took me because it was something to like do to get out of the house, have a nice date for them. You know what I mean?
Not just that. What I'm about to say sounds a little dumb, but that's some like hunter-gatherer shenanigans.
It is. No. It's not dumb. It's exactly that.
For those of you like suffering from depression and stuff, definitely do like some primitive unga bunga stuff, like starting fires, campfires, growing food and foraging for stuff, because people don't realize the current modern life that we have has only been around for maybe 100 or 200 years. We've been picking berries, hunting, and hanging out at the campfire for thousands and thousands of years, bajillions of years,
like millions.
Yeah, like it's in our blood, and we don't do it anymore. And then we're like, oh, why are we so angry all the time? It's because we don't have a freaking campfire.
Yeah, I actually like saw this video once back when I was taking like nutrition and stuff, and it actually said that like your body, like, getting fast food, like, doesn't really... I mean, obviously fast food isn't that healthy anyways, but, like, getting it at the drive-thru doesn't make your body go through kind of, like, the same process to prepare for food and metabolize it correctly. Because when you actually take the time to cook and actually, like, smell the food as you're, like, cooking it and making it, your body actually takes the time to like prepare and release chemicals for you, in anticipation of you eating, so that your body metabolizes the food better and actually like absorbs the energy from it better, but not like the unhealthy stuff. I don't know, like obviously I'm not a doctor or anything, but that's what I remember from that video is like it's actually better if you actually take the time to like prepare a home cooked meal, or even do like a cookout where you're actually preparing and smelling the food as it's cooking, than it is just to get it like already ready made, because your body really does like this whole chemical process to like prepare your body for metabolizing it. Anyway, enough of my tangent.
I felt like a real mushroom pickler, examining each shrub and carefully pawing the grass.
I would not go mushroom picking. I would die. I would die, especially in Russia.
Well, no. Russia would probably be easier than here. America has most. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section, but America has most of the mushrooms in the world.
Oh, really?
Yes, we have.
Didn't know that.
Well, there's this whole conspiracy that we had like this weird meteorite shower that brought in a bunch of mushrooms from space. It's a whole tinfoil hat thing, but the U.S. has the weirdest mushrooms in the world. They're all here.
I love mushrooms.
If you're in the U.S., do not eat wild mushrooms. Or best case scenario, you'll trip. You'll trip hard.
Best case scenario.
Best case scenario. Yeah. Worst case scenario, you just die.
I do love grilling up mushrooms and putting them on like burgers and stuff, especially like a shroom and Swiss burger. That's delicious.
Nice.
When I said I love mushrooms, I'm talking about actual mushrooms, not the drug.
Yeah, we don't get high. I only condone getting high if it's like something extreme, like if you're about to fight the SWAT team that's outside, or if you're like dying, then by all means grab the appropriate substance and go to town.
The closest thing I do is occasionally, and I am of age, occasionally an alcoholic drink. That's it.
So
that's it.
Anyways.
And when I gave birth, they gave me some great drugs.
Morphine stuff, yeah.
Well, not morphine, but that epidural was... I'm telling you, you know how they're like, we sell these drugs on the black market for people, to get high. I'd pay good money for that epidural. That was... I loved that. I know some people come back saying it was awful, had awful experiences. Mine was great with everything they gave me before that made it a million times worse, the pain, everything. But they gave me the epidural. Man, I felt like I felt like Wonder Woman after that.
Anyways.
I mean, I still had to push a baby out, but, so inconvenient. But, but otherwise, I could be Superwoman. Well, you're much better than me.
Am I? Frankly, I'm not even counting them.
Yeah, right you are.
The basket was already half full. You must enjoy nature, right?
I do.
The bright sun rays pierced the treetops and blinded me for a second.
No,
I said,
something happened there.
I sat down on the ground and leaned against the tree. Still, it's so beautiful here. Lena sat down next to me, so close that our elbows touched.
Oh, how scandalous.
Elbows!
Yeah.
Are they gonna kiss?
We just sat and enjoyed the moment. It seemed like time stood still. The wind gently shook the tree leaves. Some bugs lazily hopped around the grass, and splashes of sunlight played on the faraway water surface.
Oh,
Lena put her head on my shoulders.
Oh, look at his hand. Look,
no,
grabby.
bash.
He's feeling that booty.
Wait a minute. No, that's her hand. It's...
No.
His hand's
His
over
hand's
here.
on her booty is what
Oh,
I said.
okay. I thought he for a second there. I thought he was grabbing her
He was
crotch.
going for a feel.
Yeah. Don't do that.
Oh my. Third base.
Oh no. I was surprised at first, but then I heard her regular breathing and thought that it's just a matter of course.
Oh my.
Probably she felt drowsy and wanted to take a quick nap.
Was
To be
feeling
fair, this isn't the first time that they napped with each other, Honeybone. The last time there was a crazy camper next to them. I just sat there and I didn't think of anything for a few minutes. But then words started crossing my mind with an ultrasonic speed. Lena, so close, sleeping, so warm, so gentle, feelings. I gazed at her. She had such a serene, such a tranquil look on her face that it seemed that right now she's not here, but in some kind of a better world. I don't know what would have happened the next moment if I didn't hear the voice of Slavia.
Semyon, Lena.
I shook my head from side to side a few times to come to my senses. Lena started to wake up. She opened her eyes and gave me an empty look. Have a nice dream?
Huh?
Suddenly realizing that she had dozed off, leaning on my shoulder, Lena blushed. Fairy magic, Honeybone. There's magic afoot.
Oh my.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's fine. Slavia came over to us, so Lena rushed to get up.
So, how much have you got?
I sighed.
That's not a lot.
Oh my. Oh
Her
my. He
basket
doesn't have a
was
lot.
filled with strawberries
He
to
doesn't
the
have a
brim.
lot.
Well, it's enough anyway.
To be fair, I'd be pissed off if I were her. These two were two people, 4 hands, and they weren't able to fill the freaking basket.
It's time to get back.
I grabbed the basket and we headed back to the boat. I'd be pissed. I'd be like, these guys were just canoodling while I was doing all the hard work.
Well, no, they were just goofing off, just sleeping, basically.
The way back took less time and I tried to concentrate on rowing and ignoring everything else. My only wish was to get back alive.
Wait a minute. Where are your horses?
That's the Studio Ghibli train, Honeybone.
So, couldn't he, this guy's such an idiot, couldn't he just, like, jump on top of that train and ride it back into whatever city, town?
Why
is
would you
closest?
wanna leave? At this
Because
point,
there's really weird crap going on and you don't know how you got there.
there's weird crap back at home, Honeybone. Freaking crappy minimum wage apartment in the middle of Moscow.
Still, you got kidnapped and taken to this camp and have no recollection of how you got there.
And the fact that that is a
Kinda
better
sucks.
life than living in a crappy apartment. You know what? I get it. I finally get it. My only wish was to get back alive.
Yes, you get kidnapped and taken to a sketchy camp where all the pretty girls are into you and you don't think to question it. Guys only have one thing on their minds.
Look, we don't know that they're trying to get our organs yet, alright? Let's not
Well, the one guy did try to kill some
let's not
tunnels.
kiss a horse in the mouth. Isn't that how the saying goes?
No! That's gonna be my new saying. It's, you don't look a gift horse in the mouth.
I like kiss a horse in the mouth better.
Why would you kiss a horse on the mouth anyway?
You don't. You're not supposed to. Anyways, my only wish was to get back alive, as the first trip hadn't gone without consequences, and now my hands started to hurt. Only a few sweeps of the oars. Is that how you say it? Oars? Having tied up the boat, I fell to the ground with no energy left. Slavia and Lena leaned over me.
You could have said something if it was so hard for you.
Yes.
Never mind, it's fine. I'll just lie here for a bit and everything will be alright. Good lord, this guy's out of shape.
Okay then, get those baskets to Olga Dimitrievna, please. We have something else to do.
Oh boy. Yeah, sure. I was ready to agree with anything at that moment, just so I wouldn't have to get up. Slavia put the basket full of strawberries next to me and headed to the square, happily chatting with Lena about something. They're gossiping. They're talking about my berry picking skills.
Your lack of berries is what
Exactly.
they're talking about. You know what
Yeah, it's not fair.
Your lack of dingleberries.
It's not fair. It's my genetics. The hardest part is done anyways. That's what I thought before I got up and took the baskets. After the rowing, they felt like cement bags, even while weighing barely more than a few kilograms each. So the trip to the camp leader's cabin took much longer than usual. I had to stop every 50 meters to have a rest.
How long is 50 meters?
This guy's out of shape.
He is.
I have seen overweight dudes, and I have seen scrawny gamer dudes that never leave their homes, and neither one of them are this weak.
Yeah.
Once I finally made it.
I feel like you've gone camping with a good mix of
Yeah.
of the
every
from
dude
high
you could
school
expect,
or
yeah.
whatever. And I feel like even the skinny weak guy.
Would be able to pull this off.
Yeah.
Once I finally made it,
He'd be annoying and and condescending the entire time, but he would be able to pull it off.
I put the basket on the ground and sat on the deck chair with difficulty. Olga Dimitrievna, I've got a present for you.
Oh my.
There was no answer.
I've got a big package for you.
I barely managed to get up and enter the cabin. There was nobody there. If you don't need them, it's up to you. I lay down on the deck chair and fell asleep.
I've never noticed this before. Oh, well, you did that.
I had a weird dream about strawberries.
Race. For a second, I thought it said wet dream.
I was rowing in a boat with the last ounce of my strength, trying to escape huge berries that were chasing me. My hands were failing me, and I could barely see anything because of those sweat covering my face. Blood was hammering in my temples, but the strawberries were getting closer. They were baring their teeth at me.
What's your dingleberries?
But wait, strawberries with teeth. Shame you. No, that's me. Hang on.
No, it's Olga.
Yeah, Olga. I do Olga's voice.
Oh, that's right.
Top of the morning, ladies. Shame. I woke up. Olga Dimitrievna was standing beside me, shaking my shoulder.
Wait. I never noticed this before, but what's like the weird red thing?
What red thing?
Next to us. Is that like another house?
It's some kind of box, I think. Oh. I see you got a rich harvest, didn't you, lad? Yep, I tried my best, thanks to the girls' help. I feel like we need to give them credit. Yeah.
We didn't do much.
Okay, but seriously, I was just anticipating the lovely rest I was about to have. Do you even know what these strawberries are for, lassie? Not a clue. What a honest confession. Well, make a cake out of them.
You were right.
What makes shepherd's pie? I see. Well, that makes sense. To honor the miraculous rescue of Shurek.
Okay, Shurek, that was the name of that guy.
Shuriken.
You still gotta find out what the heck was up.
And it's sure thanks to you, lassie. It was clear that getting the strawberries wasn't the last thing left to do. And why, please tell me, if I'm such a hero, why do I have to organize a celebration in my name all by myself? To be fair, this is communist Russia.
Yeah.
Well, I guess. I guess. Yeah. I have an important task for you. We are missing yeast, flour, and sugar. Oh boy. And needed air in the canteen before dinner. And those who will make the cake can't deal with it on their own somehow. I asked pitifully. Of course they can't. All of them are busy. And you are the only one in the whole camp who does nothing. Oh, getting sassy with me.
I don't like her anymore.
Well, her words were partially true. That doesn't make it any easier for me somehow. I'm telling you, she's the fox girl. She's trying to keep us preoccupied.
Yeah.
Moreover, those words felt like a bullet in my head. So, write it down. You'll get yeast in the infirmary, flour in the library, and sugar in the clubhouse.
She's telling us
This
where to
is
go.
some
She's
weird...
telling us where to go.
Yeah, this is like some weird quest.
Here's what I say. If it gives us an option of where to go, let's not go where she tells us to.
Wait up. Oh, wait, hold on. Wait up. I have no time, lassie. I'm in a hurry. Good luck. She smiled slyly and left. Of course, there's a lot of strange things in this camp, but yeast in the infirmary? Okay, I can deal with that, but flour in the library? It's like some kind of scavenger hunt almost.
Yeah.
And sugar? No, it's way beyond my comprehension. I spat on the floor.
Wait a minute. She's saying that they need yeast, flour, and sugar, that it's missing, but she knows where it is.
Yeah, weird, right?
And then no one who's preparing the cake can go get it. She needs him to get it, but yet she says he does nothing, even though they always give him tasks.
You think they're making this as a surprise party?
Maybe, but like I said, I'm still. It could be innocent enough like that, but I still think it's. I still think, like I said, I feel like with this game, whenever it's trying to lead you somewhere, we need to go somewhere else.
Yeah. I don't want to, and I will not believe this. Just tell me you're pulling my leg. I would not be surprised if a crowd of fat green trolls would appear here right now beside me, with every one of them feeling obligated to laugh at me. So maybe to hell with this cake. I weighed my options for some time. No, if such a major plan of Olga Dimitri's fell through, I'd be in for a world of hurt.
No, you wouldn't. She would just yell at you and that'd be it.
And it would, again, I don't know what the legalities are here in communist Russia. And it would complicate both my life in the camp.
We need to push back. He's such a little wuss.
And my search for answers, which I've stopped for quite a while. It seems I have no choice. Do you wanna pause it here? Alrighty then. So let's see. Last time we said we would go to the library, correct? First. Yeah, let's go to the library.
Did we?
Yeah. Yeah, we gotta collect all 3 Chaos Emeralds to summon Obama. If every other place on the cake ingredient list made at least some sense to me, then flour from the library made none.
You know what? I just realized something. This is your ultimate quest.
It is our ultimate quest.
Well, it is your ultimate quest because you're cake the third and you have to get the ingredients to make the cake.
I thought hard about who would put it in the library and why, but couldn't find any sane explanation after all.
By the way, that's a library. It looks very small.
Soviet Russia, honeymoon. Given Senya's harsh nature, I'd better knock first.
Oh yeah, that's that weird biatch.
Yeah. Open. Senya peered at me closely from behind her glasses.
Oh my, look at all the communist propaganda. What do you want? Does she act this way towards everyone who comes to the library? No wonder it's empty.
Yeah.
No wonder it's so small. Can't get any funding.
Don't think anything weird, but I didn't want to look like an idiot and decided to explain things carefully. I need some flour. Olga Dimitrievna said that it's here. I understand that it sounds strange to keep the flour in the library, but I was sent I was sent to you, and it's needed for a cake to celebrate Shurik's rescue.
Yes, I have the flour. What's so strange about it?
Astenia replied with surprise. What the heck? Okay, hang on.
What's so strange about it? Why the hell would flour be in a library? Why would sugar be in the clubhouse, or was it the inform? I don't know.
At that second, I felt like I had been hit on the head with a heavy weight and lost the ability to understand anything at all. Flour in the library? Sure, what's so strange about it? We're in Wonderland. I'm Alice. Now I'm gonna eat the magic mushroom and I'll be back home.
Hey,
Yeah? I was daydreaming.
wait here. I'll be right back.
She disappeared behind the bookshelves while I folded my hands and started waiting. A moment later, the sound of a trapdoor groaning on its hinges reaches me. Hey, you need some help? I inquired loudly.
I'll deal with it.
Senya barked out to me.
It seems to be in the basement, so I'll have to wait a little.
Okie dokie. A few minutes passed, but Senya still hadn't returned. I was starting to get worried when the door suddenly flung open and Elisa came into the library. She looked surprised too, seeing me here.
What are you doing here?
Am I not allowed to be here? I said rudely to her. Elisa was clearly a bit overwhelmed.
What do I care?
She snorted and headed to Senya's table. And why are you here then? Elisa mirrored me with her eyes carefully. Measured me with her eyes carefully and almost opened the mouth to say something, but then seemed to change her mind and turned away, hiding her hands behind her back.
She got in her hands.
Oh boy. Returning a book? I blurred the first thing off the top of my head.
It's none of your business.
She replied with a hint of hesitation. It's a love story, isn't it? What book is it?
Erotica, probably.
Elisa was silent. Oh, come on now, let me see it. I wonder what Ms. High Voltage keep away reads.
It's none of your business.
Her voice was even less confident. Oh, okay. I don't insist or anything.
It's probably erotica.
In fact, I was quite interested to find out what Elisa was reading. Moreover, I was quite amused to see the book in her hands. TV, movies, or computers. If one were available here, all these things seem to be much more appropriate entertainment for a girl like her. But she had a book instead. Tried to snatch the book off Elisa's hand.
Try to snatch it out of her hand. She's a biatch to us all the time, and she would
No,
do something
I feel like
that.
that would be flirtatious.
No, take it out.
That's gonna be flirtation.
She does that kind of crap all
No.
the time to us. And
Yeah.
I want to embarrass her. I want to humiliate her.
No, I want nothing to do with it. I'm telling you, it's gonna open up
Fine,
some
wuss.
romance thing. Stay on guard. Curiosity killed the cat, indeed. Anyways, it's Elisa, and that means it could quickly turn into a total mess. Plus, I still have ingredients to collect.
Well, I'll come later.
Elisa left the library quickly without looking at me. It got me thinking. What could this book could be about if she was so ashamed of it? And ashamed of Elisa and something extraordinary by itself. But Elisa ashamed about a book? But what's the point in guessing now? There's no way to find anything out. Finally, Senya's deep groan rang out, reaching each and every corner of the library.
Grab it. My back hurts, babe.
Sorry.
I don't want to leave. I don't want to leave.
I passed by the bookshelves and beheld the perspiring librarian sitting near the trapdoor leading into the basement with a small sack next to her. Well, they might have some sort of storehouse down there. Thanks. I took the sack and left the library.
Very weird.
Maybe it's just the only place that has a basement, and that's the best place to store it.
But then why have like the sugar and all the other stuff in like the clubhouse and the infirmary?
I know flour can last for years, but it has to be like perfectly dry, maybe.
Maybe.
Thank goodness it wasn't too heavy, so I carried it down to Olga Dimitri's cabin without too much effort. Oh, alright, let's go to the infirmary.
Yeah.
I feel like I've visited the infirmary too often, but what can I do? That's how things pan out. I sighed and knocked on the door. Viola is the nurse, right?
The doctor lady.
The doctor.
Yeah.
Come in.
Oh, boy. That voice.
The nurse said with a trace of sing-song accent. Oh, he even talks about the accent.
I kind of like when you do that.
Good afternoon. Olga Dimitris sent me to get some.
Oh wait, no. So it's his. Olga Dimitris sent me to get some. I hesitated slightly. Yeast.
Oh, sure.
She gave me a broad
she gives
smile.
us the right kind of yeast.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Well, we're in an infirmary, and he says I need yeast. Look, if I was working in a hospital and I heard you need yeast, my first thought would be like, oh, here, let me give you
that
one
outfit
of
is
weird
too tight.
vaginal bacteria. It has been too tight. I've commented on it
and
many
there's
times.
like no bra either. This is clearly a divorced woman.
It's unhygienic too for a doctor.
She gave me a broad smile.
It's just that I don't have any. Pioneer.
Oh, bitch, she doesn't have any yeast. She's clean.
How so? She said that.
Well, I had some, but now there's none left.
Oh, you dirty girl.
I didn't even bother asking
I'm
why
glad she got that cleared up.
she had it in the first place.
Well, don't you worry. You can have some aspirin.
Aspirin? Aspirin?
For example.
That could be of some use to me, actually. Where do I get it then? I sighed.
Take this.
She opened the drawer and pulled out some kind of bottle. It looked closer. Oko was well-known brand of cheap beer in
that'll do
USSR. Oh, really? Beer will work as yeast?
Beer is yeast, babe.
Ah,
Yeah,
nice.
yeah.
I took a closer look. It was Otankio. I can't pronounce it, beer. It was Russian beer. Proper beer.
I actually don't know how their beer is. I mean, I know they're well known for their vodka, but I don't think I've ever had Russian beer.
By the way, that's still such a weird skeleton. It's like a squid boy from Splatoon.
Yeah, very weird. I don't know. It makes sense. Try not to think too hard about it, I guess.
What's the matter?
Also, is that for a bedpan or is that like a pooper scooper? What is that under the bed there?
Oh, probably some kind of patient pooper scooper. I don't know.
Probably. Yeah.
Beer is also a fermented product.
She gave me a deep gaze.
Nobody will even notice.
She had a point, but everything just looks so grotesque.
Grotesque.
Grotesque? That's a dumb word. Grotesque to
No,
me
it
that I
means,
couldn't
like, gross.
find anything to say. I know.
It's an adjective.
Are you sure?
Absolutely.
Okay then. The bottle clearly wouldn't fit into the pocket of my shorts. Well, thanks. I mumbled shyly, leaving the infirmary. Well, beer certainly could replace yeast. Even my limited knowledge of chemistry and biology was enough to accept this. But generally, walking around with this bottle in my hands looked like a silly idea to me, so I decided to bring it to Olga Dimitris's cabin and hide it in there. but I had to reach it somehow without anybody noticing the beer. I hid the bottle under my shirt. Oh man, I was hoping he would like hide it under his pants and do like a pants joke. Is that a beer in your pocket, or are you just excited?
Oh my.
And everything would have been fine, but Slavia called out to me at the square. Actually, she sprang from behind me so suddenly that I even gave it a star. Wait, that I even gave a star?
Even gave a start.
What does that mean?
Like, you never heard that expression before?
No.
It's when someone scares you so much that you, like, almost start to run.
Oh.
Yeah.
How's it going?
What exactly?
Your search for ingredients.
Ah, so you know already.
Yes, I do.
Slavy smiled. It's going alright, I answered, trying not to give away my unrest.
And what do you have there?
She pointed at the bottle sticking out from under my shirt. She got me. It's nothing. I blushed with a silly giggle. It's time to go. I was almost running, leaving the square with the puzzled Slavia behind. It's great that she's one of those people who don't ask unnecessary questions.
We don't run into...
Yeah, but there are people in this camp who like nothing better than to poke their noses into other people's business. Passing the pioneer's cabin, I stumbled upon Oleana. Oh no, this is what I was afraid of.
Oh, not this biatch.
Come on.
What are you hiding there?
She gave me one of her cheeky looks. I thought there was no point in denying anything, so I replied in a provocative manner. It's none of your business. I'm a cipher officer bearing a message to headquarters.
That's certainly a big message.
I was carrying the bottle at waist height, so I was slightly embarrassed.
Oh, so it does look like a banana in his pocket.
Banana in his pocket.
You want some help?
I'll deal with it on my own. I walked past it confidently and proceeded on my way. To my surprise, she didn't say anything nor try to pursue me. This feels like it's a big deal for some reason.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because they're not bugging us about it. It's like everyone knows. It's like everyone's in it.
There was nobody at Olga Demetrius' cabin, so I successfully managed to stuff the bottle under my bed.
Hold on, let me get a pillow for my back here.
Alright.
It's just, this chair isn't the most comfortable.
Once I got outside, I sighed with relief. Really, I couldn't believe that I would even worry that much about a single bottle of beer. Like, I was back in high school. It's a good thing it's safe now. Even if somebody finds it, I'll claim that it's not mine. I could always think up of a suitable excuse from my enormous experience.
By the way, oh, you already skipped it. I really liked those purple, like, flowers that they had.
Yeah.
I wish we could find... I feel like we kind of have something like that at the front of the house, but those are, like, really pretty. Anyway, I don't know why it's giving us the map, because, like we have an option, because literally the only option is the clubhouse, so... Or can we click on the forest? That's kind of highlighted.
No.
No. Yeah, why even pull up a map then?
Dang, we haven't been to this clubhouse in, like, forever.
Because it's lame. It's where the nerds hang out. And the weird guy that says, cleaning the chimney sweep.
It feels like I've gone through more things today than all the previous days combined. Thus, approaching the clubhouse, I'd even forgotten to think about how awkward it must be to look for sugar there.
It's gonna be weird. Oh!
Of course! Never mind, these guys are super straight.
Yeah, I was thinking they were
a little
straight.
fruity.
On one hand, I'm very relieved. On the other hand, I'm very concerned. So, I don't know. I don't know whether to be relieved or anxious.
That's hilarious, and it's a cat girl, too.
Oh, boy.
Shuriken Electronic were enthusiastic in building something. Wouldn't it be so funny if the robot later becomes a dateable option?
I will bet you $100 right now that it does.
We'll see. They were so busy that they didn't even notice me. I looked closely.
Well, I'm glad that's you know what? That's what he was cleaning his chimney for.
It was some kind of robot. By the way, I'm gonna go back and maybe re-edit the head to be like the one of the Murder Drones characters or something.
I love how they gave her titties.
That's where the batteries go. It was some kind of robot.
No, the batteries go in a different spot.
Oh my. Or at least the body of one. Moreover, this robot was female and had animal ears. Well, not female, but feminine looking.
Yeah. I don't know if they gave her a working kitty part.
That's a good way to put it.
Kitty part. Yeah.
I didn't want to make up theories about the purpose of such a device for luminaire of Camp Cybernetics. Even though the design looked practically workable, I had my doubts about this robot ever being able to conquer Earth, or at least...
The way they have it positioned right now, like it's straddling something. You know what
or at least being able to do anything on its own.
I can't believe I didn't see a screenshot of this on, the...
I know, the mods.
Well, that and, the, what's it called on Steam? The store page? Yeah. And also, whenever I, Googled, because I was trying to figure out what was going on with Shurik, and I googled Shurik. Yeah. And there were a bunch of images of him, and none of them were this. They were all way more lame than this.
That's funny. But they seem to be enjoying the process more than the end result itself, and that was something we shared, even though I didn't want to admit it. On the other hand, they weren't afraid of possible failure, criticism, and jokes. They were working towards their goals without paying attention to others who would call it unrealistic or even absurd. Oh, it looks like I'm truly comparing them to luminaires of these sciences. Hey guys, I greeted them uncertainly.
You want to know something? A scary thought I just had. These guys are so close. It wouldn't surprise me if once they get the robot up and running.
Oh boy. Oh, shame him. Come in. We're always glad to see you. I was actually already inside. Sorry for what happened yesterday, haha. I barely remember anything, but, well, never mind. Never mind, it's okay. And what brings you to our humble abode? Oh wait, this is electronic. And what brings you to our humble abode? Electronic looked at me shyly. Sometimes I feel that he makes such a face when he knows something about the other person, something he can use in the right moment.
I just realized something. So this whole time I was wondering who Shurik looks like, who he reminds me of. You know who he reminds me of? I don't know if you ever saw The Sound of Music or whatever, that old Disney movie.
No.
With the singing nun and the kids. Anyway, he reminds me of Rolf from it. The guy that the oldest girl is dating until he joins a certain group of people and
okay.
Things go south. But yeah, he looks like him.
Sugar.
And the voice you're doing kind of sounds like him too.
I need sugar.
Sugar water.
An image from the ancient video game suddenly came into my mind, where some kind of unit, like a builder or something, cried out with all of its 5-pixel status. Gold. We need more gold. We get it, said Electronic calmly. Why would you want it?
Why do they have sugar?
Probably explosives.
Probably something to do with batteries, maybe?
Yeah. I felt that I shouldn't explain to Shurik that they want to bake a cake for him. I shouldn't spoil the surprise. I don't know. Olga Dimitrievna told me to get some. Okay, hang on. Electronic disappeared behind the door into the next room. And why do you have sugar here? Why not in the canteen? When the food truck came last time, it was the last thing to unload. And given that our building is the closest one to the entrance, they decided to leave it here to save some effort. That's reasonable, isn't it? The door opened, revealing Electronic hauling a huge bag behind him. I really don't know what the size of the cake will be, but that was obviously too much sugar. Well, thanks, but I don't need it all. But where would we put it? Electronic gave me a surprised look. We don't have a place for it. You asked for sugar, so take it. It seems that the previous smile of his wasn't there without a reason. Maybe you'll help me then? It's not that far to carry. We're busy doing science. Hard science.
Sexual science.
He pointed to his hand at the he pointed to his hand at the roll. I gazed at Shirk. He owed me, after all. He hesitated and then looked away in shame. I signed, took the bag, and headed to the door. Thanks anyways, I said. Oh, excuse me. I said at parting, exerting
they
myself.
do have a point. What are they going to do with all that sugar? Like, just take it to the canteen.
But I didn't make it too far. Just after a mere 20 meters, I had to put the bag down to have a rest. I had no idea how much it weighed, but it felt like more than 20 kilos. On the other hand, it was just 200 meters to the canteen. On the other hand, even such a distance with this payload on my shoulder, or alternatively in my hands, or on my legs, or under my arms, or even on my head, looked impossible for me to cover. And as I resigned myself to move in minor sprints with prolonged pauses between them, so I could get there by night at least, I heard a voice behind me. Oh boy, here we go.
Maybe I could help you?
I saw Lena in front of me. I don't think you can. It was one of those moments when I felt painfully how dramatically I was out of shape.
I can bring a handcart.
A handcart? Why didn't I think of that myself? Yes, that would be great.
Wait here. I'll be right back.
She smiled and ran into the direction of the square. What would I do without her? It's good that Lena isn't always that shy and can take the initiative sometimes, I started to think. She seemed quite unusual now, with no trace of shyness or her face, and actually the complete opposite, smiled in confidence. The offer of help wasn't something extraordinary by itself, but getting it from Lena. A few minutes later, she came back with a smallish hand cart. I put the bag down on it. Thanks.
Don't mention it.
She blushed and looked down. Oh, the Lena we all know is back.
So, I'll go then.
Yes, see you, and thank you again. I shouted after her. Sometimes I felt like there are two different people living inside of Lena, but the second one, confident, happy, and sometimes even bold, only appears when she talks to me. Or am I making things up again? I thought that I would be better. I thought that it would be better if I get all the ingredients at once. So I headed to Olga Dimitrievna's cabin with the handcart. Finally, it seems that everything has been collected. I took the handcart with sugar outside and put the sack with the flour in it, followed by the 2 baskets of strawberries that somehow I fitted in between. And the beer was hidden under my shirt just in case. The day was coming to its end, so I had to hurry, as cake itself will need some time to bake. Of course, I'd rather enjoy lying down, closing my eyes, and getting a decent sleep, but I just couldn't let Olga Dimitrievna down. Indeed, after all the trouble I'd gone to, I even felt personally responsible for the success of this event. Coming to the square, I stopped for a moment to catch my breath. It wasn't that the cart that was heavy. It ran smoothly without any noticeable effort required. It was just that any physical exertion caused pain to me now, both physical and a mental one.
Wait, didn't the nurse give us some aspirin?
Yeah. I sat down on the bench and closed my eyes for a moment. What's that? I didn't really give a darn who it was. Probably just a fellow pioneer girl taking an interest in an unfamiliar companion in distress. What are you talking about? I asked her tiredly. She didn't reply. Those are the ingredients for the cake. Do you like cakes? I don't know. What? You've never tried cake?
Is it gonna be the
I
fox girl?
don't know. It might be. Obviously, the girl didn't get what I was talking about, but it didn't surprise me at the moment. I really wasn't interested in the conversation. I was so tired that I had zero intention of clarifying external distractions and tagging them as either common or uncommon. I see. Come down to the canteen later and have a bite. Really? Really? And what are they made of? What? I asked indifferently. These cakes. Well, some flour, some sugar, various fillings. Now that's a strange question. Doesn't she know what cakes are made of? And you have it all here? Yeah, sort of. And sugar? And sugar. Could you lend me a little? Oh, is he talking to a forest fairy? This sounds very, like, supernatural, almost.
That's why I'm wondering if it's the weird
Because
fox
fairies,
lady
fairies,
that, like, drives the bus or
fairies.
whatever.
Well, see, fairies come in different shapes and sizes. The fox girl could be one, and they love sugar. Could you lend me a little? What for? I thought it was over the top. And suddenly a gust of wind made me grab the cart instinctively and open my eyes. However, nobody was there. Ooh, fairy. Am I daydreaming? I noticed, though, that the sugar sack was untied and a small heap of it had poured out. Also, I don't know if you made a mistake or not by inviting this entity to the cake party.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I wanted to share something interesting since he was like mentioning the cake and the ingredients and stuff. Something interesting that I saw today on Facebook from medieval times. So apparently pies were invented back in the day because they didn't have, you know, like refrigerators and stuff way back in like medieval times. So to keep meat from like spoiling, they would bake it into a giant pie, but the pie would have such a thick crust that it basically was like a jar. So they could leave the pie out for like days on end, and then when they were ready to like have the feast, eat the meat, they would cut it open, and they wouldn't eat the crust because the crust was so thick that it was inedible. They would just scoop out the insides and eat it. And then the crust would be either discarded or reused in another pie. But yeah, so basically we get pies from just medieval times trying to like keep meat from getting spoiled. And peasants, they would just use like root vegetables with a little bit of meat.
Could it be? Could it be that she was scared by the wind and ran away? Having fixed the sack, I got up from the bench and continued on my challenging strawberry way. There wasn't a single person near the canteen. No wonder, dinner was still an hour away. I brought the handcart out to the rear exit and handed the foodstuff to the camp cook.
Ooh, you know what? All this mention of strawberries is making me want that dessert that's really easy to make. And I'm going to tell the peoples real quick. So if you want a really good dessert that's also perfect, I know 4th of July is past, but it's perfect for 4th of July as well. What you do is you buy a whole angel cake from like your local grocery store bakery.
Angel food cake?
Yeah, angel food cake. And you just kind of like break that up, mush it up in a bowl with some sliced strawberries, some blueberries, and some Cool Whip, and just mix it all together, and it's really good. And it's quite simple. Yep.
She must have already been told what to do with them, as she gave me such an unpleasant look. I'm not sure how long it takes to bake a cake, but it seemed she had to hurry.
It does take some preparation, and it does take some time to bake it.
I just wanted to relax for the remaining time up until dinner.
I get that.
In
I've had those
short,
moments before.
I was so tired that I just sat on the steps and waited. My eyes closed themselves. I guess I got so tired though throughout the day that I didn't even notice how someone came up to me until they patted me on the shoulder.
Hi.
Miku was standing before me. Yeah, I didn't need a mirror to imagine the expression of
Skepticism. They spelled it wrong, but skepticism.
skepticism and annoyance on my face.
Oh, excuse me. I must have interrupted you.
No problem, I was just sitting here.
All right then.
Miku beamed with a smile.
I was just coming to dinner. I thought that it's time already, and then it appeared to me that it's too early, but I decided to check just in case. Maybe it's not me who's mistaken, but the clock is. Well, not the clock. Clocks can't be mistaken. It's just that I misread it.
She seemed to be ultimately confused now and fell silent.
Dumb Dimbo.
It's still about half an hour before dinner.
Oh, that's great. Then I'll sit here and wait with you if you don't mind.
Frankly speaking, I don't mind. You know,
I do mind, is what he said.
oh,
Yeah,
well,
because
he
she's
did.
annoying as hell.
Oh.
Yeah.
I have some matters to attend to. I stood up quickly and left without saying goodbye, ignoring Miku as I always did while she screamed something after me. A minute later, I got to the square and sat at the bench with the firm intentions of finding a quiet and safe place here to wait for dinner. I think this is the first time in the last 4.5 days when I felt like this. I wasn't just irritated because of some insignificant details, but indeed, I was really angry. I've completely stopped caring about where I am and why I'm here. I don't care about how to get out either. What's driving me mad is that I always have to carry out some stupid task given by our camp leader, and it's always me who gets into stupid situations and sometimes even end up looking like a clown. If all of this is some alien trick or plot of the universal mind, they better consult with their psychiatrist. I gritted my teeth and clenched my fist. And most annoying thing is that everything that happens seems to happen by itself somehow. I'd be happier not having to carry around bags of sugar that weigh a ton, but I had no choice at all. I mean, any other option would lead to much worse consequences than a muscle strain or hurt pride.
Who are you angry with?
Oleana standing in front of me and smiled shyly. Nobody really. I answered wait, what was that? I answered what? But my fist gave me away. Just like that.
Okay, it's up to you. You better tell me, why did you run around the camp the whole day with some kind of bags?
I had to. I replied reluctantly.
I guess it was food.
Maybe it was. Oleana was about to say something, but at that moment the bell rang, calling the pioneers for dinner.
Speaking of which, let me get a snack or something. I'm feeling like
I sighed in relief and quickly headed to the canteen, leaving Uliana behind. Chairman, thank you very much. For what? The camp leader gave me a friendly smile. For the cake, of course. Sure. It was at that exact moment that I understood the true meaning of the saying, keep your thanks to feed your cat.
I've never heard that saying before.
You didn't tell anybody? This had to be a surprise. Yeah, that's my boy. And now if you go to dinner. Olga Demetrius waved her hand, pointing at the canteen. I stepped through the doorway slowly and started to look for a free space. It turns out there were plenty today, so I got the chance to eat all alone. There was fish with mashed potatoes for dinner. What misfortune once again. I'll be left half hungry and didn't have fish for lunch. Is it a fish only day today? Probably. Having pushed my plate with the fried sea dweller away, I lay my head on my hand and closed my eyes. But soon somebody came out to the table. He's been really tired. Hey, are you alright? Oh wait, I'm fine, I replied without changing my position.
Just tired.
Yeah, a little.
That's bad.
Slavia said it seriously. Of course.
You remember that we are going for the hike after the dinner, don't you? Have you prepared everything?
No one told us
No
that.
one told us about a freaking hike. Why are they trying to get him so tired?
Fall asleep so they can do weird things.
I don't know, but something's about to happen.
Why don't they just let him go back to the place and take
They're making me tired.
Yeah, they already made him like. Yeah. Whoa, okay.
Well, they're giving him only fish, which is giving him less calories. And they're making him do all these like physical tasks. Well, here's the thing. If this is some kind of like journey of like trying to grow up, maybe this entity or whatever we're dealing with is trying to like make him grow some chest hair by like pushing him this limit, because that's a guy thing. In order for a guy to grow up, you have to like push yourself to the absolute limits. That's just a very stereotypical guy thing to do. That's the power of testosterone, of just hitting your head against a brick wall and breaking the brick wall. Where? I opened my eyes and lifted my head up instantly. Lena was standing by Slavia.
The hike?
She was surprised.
Didn't you know?
No. I put my head down on the table and covered it with my hands. If only I could sink into the ground right away. The girls remained silent. I was left alone with my own thoughts for some time, and that was fine by me. Maybe I could have sat that way until the end of dinner time, but the strong voice of Olga Dimitrievna was heard from the opposite end of the canteen. Yes! To celebrate the miraculous rescue of our friend and comrade Shurik, we baked this cake for you all. I lifted my head idly and looked towards the camp leader, but couldn't see anything beyond the pioneers' packs. It's chicken, just a chicken. They're getting cake. And nothing about me. Nothing about me rescuing Shurik and gathering the ingredients for the cake. As if that's how it ought to be. I wonder if that's like a communist message kind of thing, or it's like you don't take credit for what you did, it belongs to the people.
Yeah.
Well, it would be wrong to expect anything else from our camp leader.
Let's go. Or we won't get our share.
Slavia smiled.
Let's go.
Lena agreed. Yeah, sure. I got up reluctantly and tagged along behind the girls. As I approached the crowd of pioneers, Olga Dimitrievna was just putting the cake in the center of the table. And you! The camp leader wasn't able to finish as Juliana rushed out from the pioneer crowd and dived into the cake. Oh, good lord.
That, I know they're trying to hold her back, but it looks so inappropriate.
Oh, goodness. She managed to nibble a few times before she was pulled away. Goodness. She was kicking and screaming. I stared blankly from outside at all the drama. Elisa smiling, Lena picking up some cream with her fingers, all the furious pioneers around. I felt completely out of place. I thought if I closed my eyes now and opened them again, here I am, back in the safety of my apartment, in front of a computer. I blink, but nothing changed. Only the noise and the confusion became sharper. Juliana, that's the limit. Oh, wait.
I just...
Well, in fact, behaving like this is a bit over the top, even for her. Shirk broke into the to the conversation, or is it a court martial? Please, Yoga, Dimitrius, since Cake is celebrating my return, it's no big deal. He hesitated. Dear Smith, the camp leader turned to Uliana. And you, today, I'm going to punish you to the fullest extent, so you'll behave next time.
Whatever.
She snorted and turned back. You won't be going to the hike with us tonight.
As if I wanted to.
I was more than willing to switch places with Juliana and skip the hike instead of her, but who knew? If I had to have guessed beforehand, I'd have been the first one to go berserk and smash the damn cake. After a couple of minutes of confusion, the pioneers started to disperse. You have to get ready too. There'll be a lineup at the square in a half hour.
I say we just skip it and we just like go to bed or something.
I think we're gonna have like a big romantic moment because it'll be a hike at night, probably full moon.
I know, but our guy's exhausted.
Gotta power through it, Honeybone. Gotta power through it. I looked straight into the eyes of the camp leader, trying to express my attitude non-verbally, but it seemed that I failed. Don't be late. Juliana was sitting at the table when I approached her on my way to the exit. So, why did you do it? She looked very upset, but she had a right to be so.
I wanted to.
Juliana replied abruptly. So, you're happy now?
Of course I am. And you, good luck with the hiking.
She smiled mischievously, sprang up and rushed out of the canteen. Well, a little bit of luck wouldn't hurt. Walk and you shall reach is what exactly this proverb that kept whirling in my head all the way down to the camp leader's cabin. Somehow I just couldn't manage to argue or to pretend that I'm sick or to just skip it without a reason. The events of this day taught me submissiveness, although sometimes whatever was happening made no sense to me. As I walked in, I had a thought. Well, in fact, how should I get ready? Clothes? I only have an overcoat and a pair of jeans. Anyways, I forgot to ask whether it's going to be an overnight hike or not. I couldn't think of anything better, so I grabbed the sweater that I had on me. Then, when I arrived in the camp, the night might be fairly chilly, and shuffled slowly off to the square. All the camp was already there, though it was about 10 minutes before the time Olga Dimitrius had, couldn't read that last word. I settled down near the edge and waited patiently. Night was falling. If viewed from the outside, what a fairly comical picture we could make. A crowd of pioneers lined up for of a sheer habit, like they were waiting on a silent command from the bronze Gensa. And all this happened in the scarlet rays of the sunset. And there he is, waving his hands, screaming "Attack!" as roaring soldiers with red neckerchiefs? How do you say that?
Neckerchiefs.
Neckerchiefs charged into the battle against some ghostly enemy. But Olga Dimitrievna showed up and started to walk instead of Gina. It seems everybody's here. Great. I was so tired today that I couldn't even think of anything, so I ended up just listening to the camp leader. Now today we go hiking. It is essential for every pioneer to be able to come and rescue his comrade, so offer a helping hand in the hour of need, saving them from a hopeless situation. We have to learn to do all these things together. A whisper that ran through the pioneers' crowd suggested that most probably this truly epic expedition would end in a clearing in the forest, several hundred feet away from the square. Somehow I thought so too. We'll work in pairs, so if you'd have chosen a partner for yourself yet, now's the right time to do so. Pioneers quickly caught on the idea and started to match in pairs. It looked like I was the only one without a partner. Slavia was enthusiastically discussing something with Olga Dimitrievna, Lena with Miku, Electronic was, of course, with Shurik. It might be not a bad idea to go alone after all. Shimmy! The voice in the camp leader pulled me out of my thoughts. I went up to her reluctantly. I see you haven't found a partner. Seems like it. Then you'll join Senya.
Oh, no.
She's alone too. Why Senya? I was struck with that special kind of despair that only a true loner can experience. So it appears that I left with the prickly librarian that I wouldn't risk spending a couple of hours with, even if I was paid for it. Although we both seem to be in the same boat now. Oh boy. I slowly approached Senya. Well, I guess we'll be going together. She looked up at me.
Don't you even think that I'm glad?
Said Senya seriously. Why on earth should you feel glad? I asked naively.
Never mind. It would be much better if you'd just shut up.
It couldn't get any better than this. She turned her back on me and followed the other pioneers. I still haven't seen any special reason for a walk in pairs. Anyways, we were walking on a well-trodden forest trail, and I thought it'd be quite difficult to get lost in here even if I wanted to. Moreover, while we'd already been hiking for half an hour, we weren't rushing into the depths of the forest trying to face all the dangers that could test our outrage and harden our courage. I'm sleepy. Courage and had our pioneer spirit. But instead, we're just walking around in circles. However, if we take into account that Olga Dimitrievna was our chief, this hike could be compared to a hobbit's march from the Shire to Mordor. 'Tis the Senya instead. I was following her at a distance in silence. The librarian seemed to be perfectly okay with it. Hey, don't you know when we'll reach our destination?
Or what?
The place where we'll settle down and set up camp.
The whole point of this hike isn't to set up a camp, but the hiking itself. You don't get it.
Yeah, it seemed that I didn't understand thinking about hiking. I guess you're right, but still.
I don't know.
She replied sharply and quickened her pace, caught up with her and asked, Listen, why are you always so, I was about to say mean, but stopped for, I haven't done anything bad to you, and I'm not going to. She glared at me in surprise.
Always so... what?
Well, unsociable, kind of. Or is it something about me?
Oh, cut that stupidity out already.
As you wish. I decided not to start a conversation with her for the rest of the hike.
I thought it said the rest of my life. I would have agreed.
At last, Olga Demetrius decided to end this Sisyphean toil?
I don't even know what
Sisyphean toil.
I don't even know what that word is.
That's funny. It's time to halt. The place chosen turned out to be quite large, created with a few tree trunks laid in half a circle to make an improvised arbor with the remains of the campfire in the middle. Obviously, such hikes are a tradition to this camp. I was sent to gather firewood together with the other boys. It didn't take long because there were a lot of branches and a lot of various sizes lying around. Eventually, Olga Demetrius lit the fire using some old newspapers. I was eager to know what was written there, but couldn't discern any other than Soviet symbols. Pioneers took their place in the fallen log benches and started to talk about things. It seems that the final goal of this event had been achieved. The only thing missing were a pot of fish soup, aluminum cups of vodka, and a guitar. But I wouldn't be surprised if all of these would appear somehow.
What are you thinking about?
Slavia sat next to me. Oh, nothing special. Just enjoying the hike, I answered sarcastically.
You don't look too happy.
Well, I'm not about to jump for joy. Sorry about that.
Okay, I won't disturb you.
She sat with me for a while, but after realizing that I wasn't in the mood of talking, she left me and enjoyed my introspection all alone. And all I wished for was to lie down in bed and fall asleep as soon as possible. But I was being surrounded by smoke and useless chatter of pioneers surrounding me instead. They were cheering and laughing, and in general enjoyed this warm summer evening. In the far side of the glade, I noticed that Lena was arguing with Elisa intensely, and Lena seemed like complete opposite to me. Slavia had left to go somewhere after our conversation, it seemed. Electronic and Shirk were trying furiously to prove something to Olga Dimitrievna. Looks like I'm the only one who doesn't belong here. Try to find out what Elisa and Lena are arguing about. Do nothing, just say. Okay, so who's her girlfriend again? Lena?
Yeah.
Okay, let's find out what that's about. And who's Elisa?
The tall one that always hangs out with Juliana. The
Okay.
one that always wears her shirt.
Right, let's find out what's going on. Only Lena and Elisa.
More water.
Yeah.
Only Lena and Alyssa stood out in all this splendor. I forgot everybody's name, by the way.
I think it's Lena.
Lena, yeah. Well, of course it was quite natural for Elisa to be arguing with someone like that. But hearing Lena talk in a raised voice... Is Lena our girlfriend? I think she is,
so.
right?
Yeah,
Because it rhymes with...
the purple,
Yeah.
purplish haired girl.
I came closer silently, trying to find out what was going on. Oh boy, she's mad! This is the first time we've seen that. Oh, yeah, you gotta...
It's Elisa. It's Elisa first, but I'll do the woman's voices. No! You listen to me! I'm not going to listen to anything. Really? Great then.
This is great. Elisa turned away, and her eyes met mine. By the way, I'm gonna show you some Liam Vickers characters. I'm starting to see some resemblance.
Yeah.
At first, she obviously was confused about what was going on, but then they were fighting over a Honeybaum.
Oh my.
I like to think that our main character is being controlled by like two different minds. Hey, it'll go with the communism vibes.
He's having the ultimate.
She's
male.
not your girlfriend. She's our girlfriend.
Well, no.
Cue communist music.
Well, no. I think he's no. It's the opposite. It would be the opposite. I think he's having the ultimate male fantasy where the girls are like fighting over him, and yeah. No. It's. He's not your boyfriend. He's our boyfriend. You know what I mean? He's our man.
Oh goodness.
So you're eavesdropping?
What? Me? No. She began slowly advancing on me, and I took a few steps back. How funny would it be if he's actually narrating out loud?
And they're just like, look, this guy's, something. Like,
I'm gonna have to censor that word, Honeymoon.
well, what if he actually is? Like, what if...
Well, he is. We know he's some kind of dirty
No,
weed.
but I'm gonna take it further than that. What if none of this is happening, it's just a normal day, and he happens upon some normal, like, schoolgirls? And when I say schoolgirls, I mean obviously of age, but you know, they wear the
They're wearing uniforms.
and he just starts narrating out loud, and they're like, "What is going on with this guy?" But he like sees it as like this weird male fantasy dream in his head.
Lena, however, I don't know why I'm derping out. Lena, however, remains standing where she was.
Well, okay then. Listen.
Elisa stopped halfway and turned back to Lena. Dramatic effect.
By the way, did you know he was peeping on me today? What? Peeping. And he saw everything.
Did we see everything? I don't remember. It's been a while.
I don't remember peeping on her.
Wait, we did see stuff, actually.
We did?
Yes.
I don't remember. It's been so long. Is that true?
We lost our eye virginity that day, Hannibal.
Our eye virginity.
Lena wrung her hands distressfully, gave me a quick glance, and started staring at the ground as if she was cut off from the world. No, nothing like that happened. Having thrown an angry glance at Elisa, I came up to Lena.
Why are you denying it? I even have a witness.
Okay, I don't remember if we actually saw it or if we chose to like jump out so that they wouldn't undress in front of us. I don't remember if that happened or not.
I don't remember.
But I feel like he's not lying. Your witness is even worse than you.
So, you'll stick to your claim that it didn't happen?
I took a second to think. But really, why do I have such a pathological desire to exonerate myself before Lena? As though I vitally need her opinion of me to remain unchanged. So he doesn't realize yet that this is his chosen girl character. Okay. Though, how would I know what she's thinking? It didn't happen! I don't know. I started giggling to myself because I'm like, really? You still haven't figured out that she's kind of into you? I feel like every other dweeb playing this game would be like, a girl's talking to me. We're gonna get married! That's every...
No, it's like no. I feel like you're underreacting. As soon as the girl like looks at him, he's gonna be like, our great grandchildren will be named, you know, and then like listing like all the different names the great grandchildren will be named because he's thinking that far in advance.
It didn't happen. Lena threw a baleful, is that how you say it?
I guess.
Baleful look at Lisa and raised her eyes to me right after that. Eyes full of discomfort and hope. It suddenly became unbearable to stare into these eyes, puppy-eyed tech. It didn't happen. I did not have relations with that woman. I repeated less confidently.
Well, whatever.
Alisa sneered from behind me. Alright, we're in the clear, Honeybone. We got away with it.
It's up to you to decide who to trust.
I mean, that's an easy one. She said to Lena offhandedly, then turned away and headed to the bonfire.
Is that true?
I felt uncomfortable, like a fish out of water, feeling like the urge to end this as fast as possible. And why should I have to excuse myself to her? Well, so what if it did happen? Good lord,
He
man!
is messing up big.
Oh, holy crap. I looked at Lena boldly, but noticed only a bright sunset gleam reflected in her tear, which was going down her cheek.
Oh, he made her
Oh,
cry?
what the heck, dude? That's right.
Dude!
No, I mean...
You don't need to lie.
She wiped off her tears and tried to smile.
After all, it's none of my business.
This guy doesn't deserve Lena on his own.
He doesn't. No, like, because I feel like Lena, look, I was playing this game and I feel like Lena is just, she's very innocent like I once was. Like, I still kind of am sometimes, a little naive. But I feel bad. He made her cry with that snarky comment. Like, you know, it's like, dude, this girl's clearly into you. Obviously, she's going to get a little jelly if you're keeping on another girl. And personally, even if she wasn't into you, that's creepy to do. So, you know, and you were exonerating yourself because Elisa dropped it. So why would you say a snarky comment like that? Like, dude, you really fumbled there.
No, why isn't it? But why is it?
That doesn't make sense.
It's just that it was an accident. Get it? Okay, weird. An accident which was caused by Liana. Nothing more. It's okay, baby.
You know what it reminds me of? You know the movie Army of Darkness?
Yeah.
You know when he goes to like leave or whatever, and that one woman is like, but you said we were going to get married. You said that you love me. It was all just pillow talk, baby, or whatever. Like that's what it reminded me of.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
It's true.
I believe you.
Lena was saying everything with absolutely no emotion, like she didn't care at all about what was going on. I was almost able to believe it, but her tears a few seconds ago, it seems to me that you don't.
What is this? Some kind of game?
She said the line, Honeyvon.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, she wrote the word wrong. Here, I can't believe she said the line. No. We need to, if we can get away with it without getting copyrighted, we need to insert that clip from Family Guy where he's like, he said the thing! He said the thing! You know what I mean?
Lena said quietly, but there was a hint of anger in her tone.
You really need to convince me of that? And even if I believed you, what then? Would it all become true?
I'm not trying to convince you of anything. I just want you to understand that I'm not guilty and didn't want to.
Why should I care at all?
Oh boy, she's mad. Lena shouted. I was standing with my back to the bonfire, but I was sure that all of the pioneers had turned in our direction.
Oh, I didn't realize they were all behind us.
Dick
Yeah.
Nevitt.
Oh boy. If you want to peep at someone, do it. Do whatever you want. But why do you bother me?
I'm not. But really, from any point of view, it looked that way. I'm trying to excuse myself to Lena with no success. Like a guilty child, or maybe even like a husband who slipped up.
Just so you know, I don't care.
Lena turned away and headed back to the camp at a fast walk. I didn't try to stop her. Now it certainly wasn't the best solution. She's on the edge. No attempts to convince her or appeal to reason would help. Since when is she like that? Bro, really?
Yeah.
Really? Screaming that way, getting mad. With these thoughts in mind, I turned to the bonfire and sat down in the wooden log. Yeah, I think she was getting excited that she was going to get a boyfriend, and now it's all ruined.
Wait, no, that's Syracuse.
Oh, okay, hold on.
She said so. Elisa,
So?
Elisa asked after seating herself nearby. What?
Not a great success, huh?
As you see, I growled and out while picking at the coals with a stick. It grew completely dark and the glade was plunged into the darkness. The surrounding landscape was reminiscent of a picture from a child's book about a wood monster? Okay. An unknown forest creature. It's just about to spring out from behind the trees, predatory owl, menacingly in tree branches. Even mice looking out from the snack stare at you with distrust. I was not afraid at that moment. Everything was different from the previous day when I was in the dungeon at the old camp. The moon was shining brightly, paying close attention to our brave troops. The world was sleeping, waiting for the morning, bathing in the moonlight.
As I thought, though it was expected.
But why? I finally managed to pick up the largest burning log and throw it into the center of the fire, causing the flames to rise up a meter high and a vortex sparks to spread out in all directions. Does Lena often behave like that?
How?
Screaming at others. I couldn't believe she would act in such a way.
She is human, like anyone else.
Elisa giggled.
As if you hadn't noticed this before.
What hadn't I noticed?
Oh, he's so dense.
Yeah.
Her.
What do you mean?
I mean, this is her true face.
What do you mean, true face?
Oh, you're so stupid. Yes.
Finish what you started.
She's not what she seems like. Not like how you thought of her before.
So how is she?
Okay, I'm sick of this.
Elisa stood up, intending to leave. But didn't say anything, just sat and listened to the silence of the forest.
By the way, if you want to follow her, I think she's on the island.
On what island?
The one where you were gathering strawberries today.
Oh. And what is she doing there?
Oh, you really are an idiot.
Elisa stomped the ground, circled the campfire, and sat opposite. I must have really lost track of things. My head was absolutely blank. To be precise, it was so heavy and full so that not even a single idea would have a chance to dwell there. If I would compare my brain at its prime to a broad highway full of speeding thoughts, overtaking each other and causing giant chaotic crashes, then now it's nothing but forgotten tiny path in a distant desolate forest, which is only used in time of absolute necessity. Could you imagine the guys just right?
That was kind of hot, hon. That was kind of hot.
So, but it's
Well, the thing is, this idiot is taking way too long to have these deep thoughts and these conversations. It's like, go after her. Your girlfriend, your would-be girlfriend, is literally heartstrung on you and feeling forlorn and stuff on this island, probably crying her eyes out. Go after her. Make out with her.
I just think
I
it
don't
was
know.
like a surprisingly long-winded monologue to himself. I tried to think over what had happened, analyze
what
it
is
somehow.
he, freaking Hamlet or
But
something?
it seemed I was bashing against an invisible wall. Moreover, it was impossible for me to find a single emotion in my soul, any response as if it had all happened to someone else. I failed to convince Lena that I'm not guilty. To be fair, it did technically happen to someone else. It's not his body. Should I care? Lena cried, screamed, and then laughed. So what? I don't feel anything about it.
I find
Should
that
I?
hard to believe.
You know, if this was a teenager talking, I'd understand. But the dude's like a 40-year-old grown man.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, you would think that he would understand now feelings, even if he's gotten them crushed in the past.
Well, maybe he's a little, I don't know.
I bit my lip until I bled and stood up. I couldn't.
Dang, that's pretty hard to bite your lip.
That's like a stereotypical like anime thing. I couldn't bear to stay here among these laughing pioneers.
These peasants.
I should run away. It doesn't matter where to. To the forest, to the mine, even to space. I don't care. Just so long as I can get far away from here. I seized the moment when the camp leader was looking the other direction and vanished into the forest shadows. There had been no rain for a long time. However, I'm not sure where the rains here. I'm not sure whether it rains here at all. What a stupid idea. Of course it does. The plants need some moisture. The night was fresher than the afternoon, but the air still hadn't had enough time to cool. I felt a little dizzy from the evening's stuffiness. Suddenly, I realized that I really wanted to swim. It's quite a normal desire because the days are hot and you constantly feel soaked with sweat during daytime. Oh my. I didn't even notice that I'd been approaching the pier. Is he like talking himself into going to the island?
I think so.
Why not the beach? The thoughts of Lena came over me again. Everything that I tried to ignore came out and brought lots of inconvenient questions, inappropriate answers, and a vague desire.
Oh my.
Good lord. Just say you want to kiss her and do her, okay? You don't have to overcomplicate it. Though I could understand from his perspective, maybe he still sees himself as an adult, and he's like, I don't know, she's kind of young, chat. It was obvious that I had been led to the pier by my subconscious. But what do I really want? To apologize to her for something? To convince her of something? This is why he's single, by the way. The stereotypical testosterone-inducing dude is like, me want girl. Me swim to girl.
I know, like, most men would have jumped into the water by now and been, like, halfway there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like, and he's
just sitting here for, like, an hour monologuing to himself.
He also hesitated with the girl thing too much. He could just been like, yeah, I accidentally saw them naked. I was walking through the woods, and there they were, so sorry about that.
Yeah, but also, how was that my fault? Why were they stripping down naked in the woods?
I think it was the woods, yeah.
Yeah, like, they're a bunch of freaks. I don't know. Don't trust whatever they say.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Not unlikely. I just wanted to get some sort of...
Because here's the thing. Let's unpack this for a minute. Okay? Here's the thing. If a bunch of guys came up to you and were like, your wife was peeping on me, and then you and then confronted me about it, I would just be like, they were peeing in the woods, and I was walking in the woods, and I just happened to look up, and there they were peeing with their things out, and then I screamed and ran. And you would just be like, okay. You know what I mean?
It makes sense.
Like, it makes sense, right. But these are girls. Girls don't get naked at all in the woods. Unless they're, like, doing, I don't know, some weird witch ritual or something. You know what I mean? Like...
Hey, let me keep going. I just wanted to get some sort of reaction from her. Wanted her to say, yes, I understand everything, and just smile. That's not how girls function, bro.
Girls are more complex than that. We have a little something called hormones and emotions.
And then I could stop myself from feeling like that. It was necessary for me to be understood by someone, even in this world. I untied a boat, pushed it into the water, got in, and took up the paddles.
Finally.
I thought he was going to get shirtless and swim. That would have been more romantical or something.
That would have been more sexy.
It was easier to roll this time. My hands were still hurting, but I managed to develop some sort of technique that allowed me to travel quite directly. The river seemed frozen, spreading under the boat like translucent veil. The moonlight was piercing deep into the water, so it was almost possible to see the bottom. I started rowing. Surprisingly, the island now seemed the same as it did in the daytime. Here, usually everything is different. After dusk, it felt like another world, a mystery world, scary at times, but beautiful in its own way, a world of shadows and whispers, a nocturnal world, like scary story time. Leo, I was just waiting for them to give that full punchline.
Well, no, it's when he said like when it said like a nocturnal world, scary at times, but beautiful in its own way, or whatever. When it said that, I immediately thought kind of like Creepcast.
Yeah. I slowly walked around the island, looking for the boat which Lena took to come here. The grass softly rustled under my feet. The occasional waves peacefully struck the shore and bounced back like flies, too tired from beating on the glass.
What do you think? Do you think they're finally going to make out?
Probably. The breeze. Well, no. Okay, I don't know about making out. This is gonna be the moment where they finally be like, you know, are we a thing now?
They're gonna.
Are
have
we
the
official?
Talk.
Are we
They're
official?
Gonna have the talk. Yeah.
Okay. The breeze from the water lazily stirred the leaves of the trees out of habit rather than a real desire to make the night groove sight.
Night groove sing.
Yeah. I looked at this wonderful picture with such delight that I didn't even notice something until I stumbled onto it. It was a boat. Well, of course, she would get here by swimming. I headed towards the center of the island. After 100 meters, I heard a rustling from behind the trees.
Don't come any closer,
Lena whispered. I hesitated.
Don't come any closer,
she said louder. How did you know it was me? Though she hadn't indicated that she'd known that. All right. Oh no, the tree scene. I leaned against the tree, trying not to look behind it. Alisa told me that you would be here.
So what?
It was difficult for me to know what emotions Lena was experiencing. Really? Really? Her voice was steady enough, even though I could read irritation and annoyance in it. I could not understand whether she was angry or whether it was all the same to her. The king...
Really, dude? Really? This guy's so freaking dense that, I'm telling you, nothing is getting through that skull.
That came out awkward. I was doing my best to avoid unnecessary apologies and excuses, but couldn't find other words to use instead.
Was that the only reason you came?
No, well, I don't know.
You don't know. But you still came.
Yes.
You shouldn't have.
Why? Of course. If I'm bothering you...
Why are you following me?
She was right. It certainly looked that way. Moreover, I definitely felt attracted to her.
Oh my, he finally admits it! Finally!
You shouldn't think like this.
I'm sorry, but the microphone's in the way of me seeing
if I can hear you. Sorry.
It's okay. Okay, there we go. How should I think? By the way, you never want to say that to a girl. You never want to say, you shouldn't feel that way. You shouldn't think that way. You shouldn't. Or you're going to get, bitch slapped, basically.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I can only draw conclusions based on your behavior.
I really don't know. I guess I'd better go. I was confused, and it was hard just to be near her.
Why? Since you came.
I seem to hear a playful tone in her voice.
Oh my.
Alright.
And?
What?
You gonna get laid?
Oh, good lord. Awkward.
What did Alisa tell you?
Nothing special.
I see.
Yeah.
Well then.
Yep. We just stayed silent for a while.
Awkward! Since you came, tell me about something.
Well, I don't know.
For example, about what happened this morning.
What about what happened this morning?
You know.
You yourself didn't want to talk about it.
I didn't want to, but now I want to.
Lena's voice trembled. I couldn't understand what was happening at all anymore. Maybe it's not her behind the tree.
Don't look.
Okay, but what's wrong?
Nothing. Just don't look. Is she getting naked?
No, I think that she's like really embarrassed about the whole thing. Just because she doesn't want to outright. They don't want to admit to each other.
Hey, I like you. Yeah.
But simultaneously, she's scared of what the answer will be because it's like, crap, has he actually been a pervert this whole time?
Yeah.
Alright, as you wish.
So, nothing happened?
Well, something did, but that was all just a silly accident.
Then why are you so worried about what I think about it?
I'm not worried. And anyways, you yourself... I said louder, beginning to feel irritated.
What about me?
Why are you so concerned about this situation?
Who said that I'm concerned about this situation?
Then what?
Nothing.
She said in a whisper and fell silent.
Oh my god, this is taking too long. Like, I just want to pick them up like dolls and just like shove them together to make them kiss. You know what I mean? Like...
Well, not only that, even if I had female friends, I'd still explain myself because it's like, I don't want them thinking I'm a creep.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Such talk would lead us to nowhere. Lena won't say anything, and I seem to be too stupid to guess, or even just to be sure about myself.
Dude, you are beyond stupid. You are like... There are insects smarter than this guy. There are flies eating... shit right now that are smarter than this guy. Okay?
Sorry, I guess it's all my fault. I just cannot understand.
Why?
What?
Why do you keep apologizing for everything? For what you did, for what you are doing, even for what you haven't done yet.
But maybe she was right. But I couldn't behave differently. I felt the need to apologize to her, to everyone. So they would not think badly of me, wouldn't laugh at me, so I can put away something unsaid and eliminate misunderstandings.
Anyway, that's your business.
Lena got angry.
Apologize, make excuses. Why should I care?
Okay, well, I'm not guilty. In fact, I don't think I could be blamed for anything. But then, what's wrong? What is wrong with you?
Oh, boy. Why would something be wrong with me?
I don't know. I just think so.
Oh, you just think so?
She laughed. This is how people get divorced, by the way.
Yeah.
She laughed.
You speak as if you know me.
I didn't answer.
Please leave.
Lena said after a while. I didn't move, just could not, had no strength to do so.
Oh.
What?
Big brain. I'm having a big brain moment.
What?
Okay. What if all the women in this weird... Like I said, we still don't know... Did I get a text? Oh, I thought I heard something. We don't know for sure, you know, what's going on here. If this is a dream, if he's in a coma, you know, we don't know what's going on. What if all of the women are different, are actually him, different parts of him?
Oh, maybe.
Like different characteristics, personalities of him.
Yeah, I can see that.
Anyway, let me check. Oh boy.
I wanted nothing at this point. I didn't want to excuse myself, to apologize. I didn't even want her to, her understanding. I was too tired of everything. Why?
Just leave.
She whispered. I don't want to.
Then I'll leave.
Let's just go together.
No.
How long are you going to be offended? But by what? What's wrong with you? Everyone here behaves normally except you.
So, anyway,
this dude is fumbling the bag so hard.
Something I want to do, with your permission, I want to get my flip-flops, and every time that he says something that would definitely get him bitch slapped, I want to go like that.
No,
don't worry about it. Make the chocolate sound. You know what I mean?
I did not care what my words meant, as if they had been said by someone else, and the topic of conversation meant nothing.
You really don't understand anything. Elisa was right.
About what?
Never mind. He's an idiot.
I closed my eyes to think it over. No, I can't go. I don't understand. I don't know what to think, what to do. And since when did I stop worrying about my situation in this world and how to get back? Since, well, to be fair, you haven't been trying to.
Well, I think that's the thing, is these women are supposed to be a diversion to keep him from thinking that way.
Since when was the only thing that I could think about Lena, or how others would look at me, or how my actions looked from the other side? Oh, he's learning. He's finally actually caring about people in general.
Yeah, because he started off as a narcissistic prick. I'm not gonna lie. I mean,
it's just stupid, and it's not like me. In fact, it's inappropriate in this situation. In short, I didn't do anything, and I don't intend to justify things which I didn't do.
he's finally growing now.
There was no reply. Hey, do you hear me? I finally decided to see who was actually hiding behind the tree, but no one was there. Ooh, spoopy.
Was he really talking to her, or was it his conscience?
Spoopy.
Yeah.
So she left.
Or he never talked to her to begin with.
I rushed over to Lena's boat, but she was already far away, almost near the pier. Everlasting Shutter Island, Honeybomb. Whatever! I should, and walked along the shore.
You should, you shouted.
I shouted and walked along the shore, whatever.
I can't read.
Hey, I'm derping out.
It's okay. I still love you.
So, I got back relatively quickly and without much trouble. However, my hands still ached terribly, and my eyes were closing themselves. Probably such a physically and, more importantly, emotional load is too much for one person. I walked slowly towards the camp leader's cabin, staring down at my feet, and think about nothing. Fine, I'm gonna go and sleep with my camp mistress girlfriend lady.
Big booby lady, yeah.
Someone called to me at the square.
Hey,
Elisa ran up to me.
have you been to the island?
Yeah. To tell the truth, I didn't want to talk to her about anything, but already didn't have the strength to lie to her.
And how did it go?
Doesn't matter. I'm very tired, and I'm going to sleep.
Come on, tell me.
Her face had such a nasty grimace that I shuddered with rage. Why should you care?
Well, I just...
She murmured in dismay. Mind your own business.
Finally, he's growing some balls.
Well, I'm
finally.
wondering if she was trying to help us. I snapped.
No, I think she was trying to get some gossip.
I snapped and quickened my pace towards the cabins.
Either she was trying to help us, or she was hoping that it wouldn't end well because she likes him.
Elisa did not try to stop me. Annoyingly, Olga Demetrius had not returned yet, and I could not find my key. What if I lost it? The only thing I could do was wait. I plopped down into my deck chair and closed my eyes. My heart was heavy, and my soul was being torn apart by vague expectations. From time to time, I had a feeling that I was already dead, just without realizing it, and had been thrown into hell.
That could be it.
Really, instead of trying to get out of here, I'm spinning on a diabolic roundabout, and it goes faster and faster. I'm becoming more and more involved in the life of this world, of this camp, as if I had no past life, the real one. As if I was always interested in the opinions of others. Darn it, I never cared about it. Oh, why? Why right here? Why right now? I recall the face of Lena in tears. Oh, I wonder is he like narrating on his computer on a blog maybe? Because at the beginning of the story we did see he was on like 4chan and stuff. Maybe he's narrating to people.
Yeah, maybe.
I recall the face of Lena in tears. Yeah, probably not the opinions of others, but her opinion was the one I cared about. I heard. Hang on, I gotta get my accent ready. Shepherds and morning, you ladies. Hang on. I heard far footsteps, and after a while, Oka's mistress appeared. She looked at me for a few seconds, seemed like she was about to say something, but then she sighed, opened the door with her key, and went in. I followed her. Dang, we even disappointed her. Shapeless shadows, blurry memories, fragments of feelings and emotions swirled in my head
By the
for
way,
a long time.
I know it's been a while since we've played, but I always feel like whenever it shows this room, the items are like in different spots.
Maybe. For so long that after a while...
Except for the bald man. The bald man's always in the same spot.
For so long that after a while I couldn't tell whether I was or what's happening to me. The only salvation was sleep.
Dang.
J6! Alright.
Yeah, there's the computer
no.
again. Yeah.
Okay, so I guess this means that it's official. We're like
Locked in with
locked
her.
in.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and save it here. You go
Yeah.
get our child. I'm gonna put all the video together for
Save the game. Click save
Yes.
game. Don't click exit. Yeah, save the game. Because a lot... I mean, there wasn't really anything we had to make a choice with. It was just more story than anything. But I think you might be right because it was showing...